I was talking to my wife the other day about the trip that we did in Los Angeles. A few months ago, I went to LA to actually meet Stephen Bartlett himself. Since I took part in a contest where more than 16,000 people applied, and I ended up being second. The contest was around content creation and selling digital product. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a bit my 2 cents about that trip, not necessarily on a spiritual level, but when it comes to the way my wife and now we are looking back at that trip. So you see, in order for me to go there, to be in the US, to win that challenge, something had to happen, in me. I had to present to the universe that here I am a vibrational match to what's out there that I really want. Give it to me, and the universe gave it to me. And what I did was to create content without taking care of who was around me, who was looking, who wasn't looking. I started posting content without taking care of who's liking, who's commenting, who's not commenting. I was just floating video on the internet, like 6, 7, 8 videos per day, right? And then, fast forward, we are there having fun, visiting the US for the first time. And now we are back. And I watch, I'm a content creator heavily. My wife had no other choice than to become a content creator herself. Not because I forced her, but because your environment dictates who you become, right? You already know that. So in that video, she was actually saying that now that she is in Los Angeles and she visited Beverly Hills, she can think about buying a house in Beverly Hills. When before actually going to Beverly Hills and visiting the place, she may have never thought about that. I was like, baby, talk to him, right? So now I am realizing how important it is to actually hang with people that are ambitious or living, embodying a certain aspect of life that you want to have yourself or that you want to stay in yourself. That's really, really important. And that's basically what one of the things that we kept from that trip. It allowed us to see things wider, to imagine having a house in the US, started thinking, oh, what if we become the type of couple who go to the US multiple times a year? Because let's be honest, in terms of magnitude and impact on this planet, the United States is a country that is basically affecting all the other countries. So now we are like, okay, this life that we are living here in Belgium, we need to make sure that our standard always stays aligned, not necessarily with the physical aspect of our trip in the US, but with the feelings that we felt when we were in the US. How did we feel when we were there? Did we feel like we accomplished something big? Of course. Did we feel like we upgraded in life? Of course. But not because someone told us, it is the feeling that we had. We started to see even bigger everything, because you go to places, you see people driving certain type of car, people eating in certain type of restaurant, and you're like, oh, that might be their everyday life. You see what I mean? And then you are like, this is not yet my everyday life in Belgium. Because I always say in every country, you have rich people, in every country. When I was in Barcelona 2, 3 years ago for a mastermind, and there I was like, I was walking and I saw how, I was seeing at Range Rovers and Mercedes and Porsche, and all the time I was like, wow, abundance is really everywhere. It's really everywhere, because if you go to India now, you're going to see the same. You go to Cameroon now, you're going to see amazing cars as well, right? So you have people that are able to tap into abundance everywhere. And that was a pretty, great moment for me when I was there in Barcelona. So you can imagine that, a few years later, going to Los Angeles, because I chose to believe in myself, to create content for myself, to do things that wouldn't make sense for other people. Are you following? So in this life, whatever you're doing, you need to think bigger, write down your goals. I don't know where's my goal card. I think it's somewhere there. Write down your goals. I also have, by the way, my goals written here on the board, and make sure to look at them, because the life force that you have in you, it's literally God. It's literally, and that God is gonna go where you are directing it, right? So direct it somewhere. That give goals, put it somewhere, and that's why I have my vision board here, because I want it to be in my awareness. And in a video, I already broke down the relationship between awareness and consciousness, right? When you're going to put it in your awareness, this trip that I did and I went to the US, it brought new things to my awareness. So now I know this is possible, this is possible, this is possible. And because I know it's possible, because I've seen people doing it, and because I have a high self-esteem, I believe I can do anything and I can become anything. I'm like, I saw those people doing that. I know I can do that because we are the same. No one can do one thing that the other can. Sometimes you might need assistance, but there's nothing that you cannot do. And this is what I learned from my trip to the US, that everything is possible. We can achieve anything. Therefore, now that I am in this spiritual journey to help as many people as I can to fully remember how magnificent they are, how amazing they are, how do you think I'm going to move? How do you think I'm going to move? I'm going to move only greatly. Only greatly. I have so many ideas of the type of ads that I'm going to run to target men and create master classes with other spiritual teachers. We are already talking about creating retreats for men and stuff like that. So I already know that it's possible because people are already doing it. When I went to Los Angeles and I met Stephen Bartlett, I saw someone living my dream life. Because I love the guy so much. Everything that he does, I'm always like, wow, this is fantastic. This is so good. And then here I am. I go there and I spend a few hours with him. And yeah, I hope this is still making sense. Sometimes when I'm recording, videos for YouTube, I don't always have bullet points and things that I know I'm going to follow and stuff like that. I know the main direction, and then I just give it to you. So let me know in the comment section if this whole thing made sense. And if you want to jump on content creation on YouTube and you don't know where to start, you feel like you've been overthinking it, you don't know what is the very process that you can use to actually not only stay consistent, reach your people, but also use your videos to reach people on different platforms, check the link in the description. Join the YouTube, the 5-day YouTube Live Bootcamp where we are going to learn all those things. And if you need guidance, if you need assistance when it comes to your personal life, well, remember, I am a spiritual life coach and I am here to help you fully remember who you really are. My name is Brice Guillot and I will see you in the next video. Peace.